So how do medical bills get paid after you're involved in an accident? It's not as straightforward as you might think. And it's something that our office deals with all the time, frankly. It's a large part of what we do in coordinating not only the care, but also the people who are paying for those bills. And each case is different because each scenario is different. We're dealing with the auto insurance company and them possibly paying some bills through something called medical payment coverage. We could be dealing directly with health insurance for those clients who have their own health insurance, private, Medicare or Medicaid. They could be paying bills. And then we also have clients who don't have any health insurance coverage, and their treatment might be on what we call a lien, where the medical provider is holding the bill in order to get paid at the end of a case when the settlement has been reached. Each scenario has its own issues, and after an accident, a client who's injured, and rightfully so, their primary concern is getting the medical care. Oftentimes, how that's procured and how that's paid are kind of secondary thoughts for a client at the time, and rightfully so. They're in pain and they're injured and frankly wanting to get back to the life that they had before. And so what we do is we immediately reach out to everybody, auto insurance, health insurance, and medical providers to get all of the information we need so we can best counsel the client on how to proceed. We have clients, for example, who have health insurance and maybe coming out of an accident have seen their doctor and they're already set up with a medical care plan that is going through their health insurance. And that's fantastic. For other people who don't have that option, our office might assist them in getting in touch with the right medical providers so they can get the care they need and also understand that we'll be paying those bills at the end of the case when the settlement's reached. And so the issue then becomes, and the question we often receive from clients who are wondering about their health insurance. Why are they paying? Should they be paying? They are getting a lot of conflicting information from medical providers, from emergency rooms, and maybe their own doctors. If health insurance can be had, right, if it's there and it can pay those bills, I think that's fantastic for a client. It eases some financial burden and concern. And what our office will do is be in touch with those health insurance plans in order to get the information about claims paid, because we will have to pay them back with settlement funds. But we want to make sure that what the health insurance is claiming are things related to the accident. And so we do a lot of review throughout the case to keep up with that and make sure we have that information. The other aspect that we really haven't discussed is the medical payment coverage. And it's an optional coverage that frankly everybody really should have, but we all don't. We try and see if our clients have that medical payment coverage on their policy, because if they do, it's also something that eases some financial burden, and it can be a source of money now to pay medical bills or out-of-pocket expenses. And so emergency rooms and ambulances can bill the auto insurance company directly for payment under that medical payment coverage. The client and our office will assist the client can apply for money as well to reimburse them for bills that they've paid directly or for out-of-pocket expenses or co-payments they've had to incur. It's often not a fix-it. It doesn't take care of every bill there is, but it does provide some cushion there to either get treatment with something that might not be covered by health insurance, or it can be used to reimburse or pay bills or pay the client back. So it's a nice benefit to have. If you don't have it, I would suggest you look into getting it. It really eases the financial burden immediately after the accident and can give our clients some peace of mind. Our goal with respect to that coverage is frankly to make sure it's used for our clients' benefit. If we learn that there's coverage there under the policy, we will just make sure that either providers are getting paid or all the money is being used to the best that can be for our client, and to make sure we exhaust that coverage. I guess the only thing I would say is that people involved in an accident have a lot of questions about health coverage and health payments. That's some general information, but frankly, I think a lot of it can be very case specific and provider specific. So I would encourage anybody to talk with their attorney or legal staff about the questions they have with respect to that. So those questions can be addressed more directly with respect to your case and your claim, because it can be complicated. We deal with it all the time, but I often find trying to explain it to clients, I can feel it kind of wash over them a little bit. So we often talk about it several times, but it is a complicated area. So if it's something you're not grasping, don't fret. I would continue to talk with the people you're working with so you can understand what's happening.